by Michael. Let me know when you're good.
You're good.
All right, Michael. We can decide on the XT5. I feel like that'd be a good fit for you. I'm going to do a whole walk around of the features and functions, kind of get you acclimated with your new vehicle. So I'm going to start with the front. I know you're a tech-savvy person, so I want to go ahead and point out a couple things here. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and show you the remote start function. Easy. All you do is click the lock button, hold the restart button, and it'll come right on for you. You can also download the My Cadillac app to turn on the car from your vehicle and adjust all your climate controls before you even get in. First things first, notice here, I'm going to start with the bottom, kind of work my way up to the top. You do have your front-facing parking sensors on there. The seats and the steering wheel have a haptic vibration, so you also know how close you're getting to an object. The more it vibrates, the closer you're getting. Not to mention, you have a front-facing camera right underneath the beautiful Cadillac crest. That's going to be, again, for parking. You'll be able to see all your guidelines and how far you are away from your trajectory. And also, it's a part of the 360 camera. So it'll give you a bird's eye view of everything around you, a whole top-down view that'll show you your parking lines, guidelines, all that good stuff. Now, this is the Sport model. With the Sport, you're also going to get the black finish grille as well. With the premium luxury and the luxury models, it's actually a chrome grille. Now, facing on the LED running lights, as you can see, nice, beautiful display going across here, and these will actually flash as you turn your turn signals as well. You also have your fog lights here at the bottom, and these are going to be LED. The word I'm looking for is auto high beam assist, meaning if it's dark outside and the XT5 feels like it needs to give you a little bit more visibility, it'll actually turn on your brights for you, and if someone's driving by, it'll actually turn off the bright so it doesn't blind them while they're driving. You want to take a little tour around the sides as well. Now, as you can see, the Sport model is going to add the 20-inch aluminum wheels. Those are going to be aluminum finish with the red brake calipers on there as well. Now, for your commuting, daily commuting, I know you drive a lot. These are going to be the Michelin all-season tires. It's going to be perfect for any type of weather condition. I mean, rain, sleet, snow, you go through a sandstorm. I mean, those can get you all the traction and control that you need. Not to mention, this vehicle is actually all-wheel drive, so getting through those all-terrains, I mean, not going to be a problem. Here on the side, you also have the beautiful Cadillac crest, colored in the monochromatic color. It's going to be a nice finish going across the side. Here on the mirrors, these are going to be power folding mirrors, so they'll fold in for you automatically when you need to get in. And also, if you look here under the mirror, there's actually a camera located here as well. It's going to be, again, part of the 360 panoramic display. Notice here you have this nice, beautiful chrome trim going along the bottom as well. Gives it a little bit of distinctiveness, and also that chrome trim, just super, super nice. On the Sport models, as you can see here on the window trim, is going to be all black. Now, normally these are going to be chrome, but with the Sport package, it does add the black paint for a little bit of sleek and sharpness to the vehicle. If you notice, on all door handles, that includes the front and the rear, you do have the keyless entry buttons on there. A lot of people don't really think about it, but I mean, hey, if you need to go to the back and put some groceries in there, you don't want to take your key out, you just press the door, it'll come right open for you, nice and easy. If you want to lock it, same deal. You just press the button and it closes automatically. Go check out the back. I'll show you a couple things here. Notice with the tail lights, with this being the Sport model, you are going to get that black trim on the outside as well. Beautiful, beautiful color. And if you look closely, nicely engraved in the lighting system, you got the Cadillac crest. Again, gives a little bit of a charm, and also anybody who's looking by, they're definitely going to notice that as well. If you look from the complete back view, as you can see, again, on the outside, you got the black trim and nice LED brake lights as well, so they're going to be nice and visible for you late at night. LED strip going across here at the top, and then show you a couple things here. In the back, you have your rear-facing parking camera, so you'll be able to see all your guidelines. If you notice here, right next to it, it's like a little tiny camera. I don't know if you can notice it. I mean, it's barely in there. That's actually going to be for your rear view washer. If you're wondering what that is, the rear view washer mirror, essentially, it's just like a regular mirror. You flip the switch, it actually shows a camera display on the mirror. We'll get a little bit into more of that once we get inside. I want to show you a couple more things here in the back. Again, here are your parking sensors in the back. You also have your chrome trim, and right in the middle of the chrome trim is going to be actually an LED light bar. When you go in reverse, it'll actually light up for you. One, to show people that you're backing up and kind of give them some visualization, but also it gives you a little bit more light, especially if it's super dark outside. It'll kind of illuminate the area for you. Now also here in the back, check this out. You have a smart lift gate, which comes up automatically. If you want to come check out the back, I'm going to show you a couple things back here as well. If you're having to get a lot of groceries or luggage out of your car on a consistent basis, notice you have your aluminum scuff plates here in the back. It's going to protect your plastic on there, so if you're sliding luggage, it won't be rubbing up against the plastic and leaving scratches. The metallic finish is actually going to give it a nice, super easy cleanup, honestly. I mean, if it gets dirty, all you really need is just some Lysol wipes, maybe some Windex will do it. A little wipe down, boom, good as new. Couple accessories here in the back. Notice you have your cargo cover. Gonna give you a little bit of privacy. If you got any belongings back here, you can just slide that in so. It'll lock in when you're ready. Just pull it back down. We'll go right back to normal. This is also a luggage rack, so this is actually adjustable if you want to scoot it up or scoot it back. Let's say you don't have that many groceries. Maybe you just picked up, like, you know, a couple cartons of milk, maybe some coffee creamer. You can actually press these two little buttons here. You can unlock it like so. And then notice you can slide either forward and backwards. My fingers are a little weak, so I have a little trouble here. I bet you a nice strong man like yourself could easily do that back and forth. Now also, if you notice here on the sides, you do have two latches. Those are actually going to be to fold down the second row seats. So again, if you need quick, easy access, you realize you don't have a lot of room, all it takes is a little flip of the switch, boom, down come your seats. You can scoot your cargo a little bit further down the road, and then there you go, you got all the space that you need. Now I will say that these don't fold up automatically. You do have to bring them back up manually, but the fact that they do fold down automatically for you is, hey, that'll save you a couple seconds for sure. When you're ready to close the lift gate, all you need to do is just press the button, and then there you go. Comes right down for you. Now also, another thing to point out as well, the exhaust tips, these are going to be real deal exhaust tips, no plastic fixings or covers, anything like that. As you can see, beautiful chrome trim on the outside, nice and durable material, not going to tarnish. It's going to leave that nice chrome finish for you for a long time. You won't have to worry about it ever being rusty or dirty. Honestly, probably for the next 10 years. If you like, I'll take you around on the other side, show you the back seat. Check this out. Beautiful, beautiful interior back here. I'm going to show you all the options that you got for you. Now notice on the side trim panel, you do have the carbon fiber. This is included with the sport package. Going across right here on the side. Beautiful, beautiful material. Not only is it look beautiful, but if you give it a nice feel, you can definitely feel the quality of the carbon fiber. A lot of the times, manufacturers will just have like almost like a picture of it. As you can see, this is real deal. Also, here on the side, you got the leather trim. When your arm's resting on the side panels, it's going to be a nice and comfy, cozy feeling back here. Nice storage here for some seat pockets. You can probably fit a couple water bottles in there, you know, a couple 16-ounce water bottles. If your passengers have anything like, let's say, phone chargers, you just throw it right in there for you. Also, with the seat pockets, notice how they're not typical seat pockets. They can actually stretch pretty far. They actually have elastic bands that are in the back. So when you're not using them, they'll just squeeze right back to the flush side. But if you need to stretch it out, then you can stretch it out as much as you need to. If you notice here in the back console, the vehicle's off, so you won't be able to see it. But you do have your AC climate control. It is a tri-zone climate, meaning the passenger, the driver can control their own temperature, but the entire back seat can control their temperature with that little screen right there. You also have your heated seat switches on each of the sides as well. So the left and the right back passenger will get heated seats. The middle seat, unfortunately, does not get the heated. But you know, if you're planning on riding with maybe just 2 or 3 people at a time, it'll be perfect for your passengers. If you want to take a look on the inside, I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up for you. go ahead and take a look here. Notice on the side door panel, you have the same carbon fiber trim in the back seat. One thing I forgot to mention, I wanted to save it up here when we got to the front. You do have your Bose Performance Series speakers. That is going to be a 12 speaker system. Sounds absolutely incredible, especially with the Bose Centerpoint technology. Gives you a nice immersive feel. I mean, honestly, it's going to be equivalent to home theater systems. Once we get in and get a feel for it, you'll know what I mean. Also, here are going to be all your mirror and door controls as well. So you got your door controls for your memory seating, meaning if you have multiple people coming in and out of the car and you want to go ahead and just set your seats, or you just press a button, it goes back to everything that you had before. All you got to do is adjust the seat to your liking. So I'm just going to mess with it a little bit to show you. You're going to want to hold the set and the number of your seating position. So watch this. I'm going to change my seat. I'm going to recline it this way. I'm also going to change my wheel a little bit too. All right. So I'm at a weird, wonky angle. And now all I do is press this button, hold it. Everything goes back right to the way I wanted it to be. Now, what's nice with the memory seat is you can actually program specific key fobs for each user. So let's say if you and your partner like to go back and forth and switch different vehicles, if you have a certain key fob, when you get in, it'll automatically go to all the seating adjustments that you like. The same thing with your partner. When you have your key fob, when he has his key fob and he gets in, all of his controls will be back to the way he liked it as well. Notice here, you have your nice Bose speaker symbol right here as well. And if you notice right here underneath the little handle, this is going to be for your tailgate. I'm sorry, your lift gate. So you can have it on max, where it'll open up all the way. Or let's say you have a garage that's a little bit less open than most, then you can turn it to 3/4, and it won't open up all the way, give you right enough room to just open it, but not open up all the way and hit the top of your garage. Here with the steering wheel, I'm going to start with the steering wheel and the instrument cluster, and then I'll work my way to the passenger side, show you everything over here as well. This is going to be your electronic parking brake. Now, most vehicles are switching to the electronic parking brake. Before, it used to be either here in the middle or here at the bottom. You just press your foot and it'll lock it in place. Pretty easy to use. You just press it. That'll engage the parking brake. As you can see, park brake set. And then in order to disable it, you're just going to want to press the brake pedal, push the button, and as you can see, parking brake released. Speaking of the pedal, since it's the sport version, you are going to have the aluminum sport pedals. This is an option on the sport, so you're not going to have that typical boring rubber. As you can see, it's got a nice polish to it. Once it's all cleaned up, I mean, it looks absolutely beautiful. Now, also, notice here, you got 3 little buttons a lot of people actually don't know what they are, and I'll explain that right now. The heads-up display, it's kind of hard to see when you're not in the driver's side, but there is an image projected on the windshield, and I've actually had questions on if it's specific for the windshield. It's not. So if you need to get your windshield replaced, you can still use the heads-up display just as good as it was the first time. Now there's 3 options. You can raise it and lower it. So here I'm raising it. If I push down, I'm lowering it. By pressing the info tab, it'll cycle through all the different screens. So right now it's just on the regular speedometer. When I press info, now I have a kind of a sport style gauge where you can see it. I mean, I wish you could see it. I mean, of course, when you're not on the driver's side, it's going to be really hard, not to see. But at the bottom, you got all your RPMs. As you increase the RPMs, the meter will slowly go up. Now, if you want to turn up and down the brightness,